After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They'll go again here with Akers.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 50, Stafford. A quick pass to Cup. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Bryson Hopkins
from 17 yards out.
And the Rams have moved out in front.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Prescott from the gun. Buying time to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And this time he is in.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They give it to Williams, running right. He will push his way down to about the 14. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Out to his left. Going up top for Kupp.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it.
There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 78 yards. And the Cowboys have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 41, Prescott on the left side. Gallup's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. First down, and it's Pollard again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
3rd and long for Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. It's complete to Brown, right side. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
57 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Stafford now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it play.